r/datingoverthirty. Vulcaner4Ven64 says, introduced myself to my gym crush, now what? Hey all. So I grew a pair and finally talked to my gym crush. First encounter was great. She happened to be lifting weights next to me and I just approached her while she was in between sets. The second encounter was not so great, but that's most likely due to the fact that I went up to her while she was walking on the treadmill, which I know is a major no-no. She flashed this incredible smile where I felt like, why not let me approach her while in the treadmill, but I kept it brief. I don't want to interrupt her during her workouts, but I really don't see this girl anywhere else other than the gym, and when I do see her she is usually on the treadmill. When we do see each other, she flashes this great smile, but I want to build up a rapport where I can eventually ask her out. I just don't see the window where I can do so. Any advice on how I can go about doing this? I'm worried that it'll drift into being an afterthought if I don't talk to her this week. DisastrosAl8985 says, posts like this is why I hate going to the gym. I'm just trying to work out, not be talked to by men or anyone else, tbh. And I see some women saying, if a woman smiles at you, it means they want you to approach. I tend to smile at most people I see because I'm friendly. It does not mean to approach me romantically. So don't assume this is true for every woman, please. Reddit_toast_bot says, Ramin. Lizoff Palaven says, if she is doing an upper body or something, suggest a favorite workout of yours, then tell her if you can send her some videos/tutorials of some other workouts and add her on Insta. And ask her out via text. Less stressful and awkward for the both of you if it's done via text. Alice_Wonderbus says, maybe try to get her in between sets, but also try not to stare too hard. Might be taken weirdly, haha. Dally250 says, just pull the trigger, bud. Bulveranot_beep says, if she doesn't wipe off the sweat, it might be a sign. Mermaid Neurosis says, honestly I think just being direct is the best way at the gym. When a guy strikes up a conversation with me, I know what he's doing. DS2316476 says, remember to square your shoulders, keep your arms straight, bend the knees. It's also really important to relax, look where you want to go, keep your back straight, let the club do the work. Remember to relax. It's all in the hips. No_asmataz_3642 says, the key is to say, let's go out sometime, not let's go out, because when a guy approached me like that I thought he meant today, and I had plans. Zorari says, if you act like only a friend you will only be a friend. There's nothing to overthink here, you just need to be kind and polite, and ask her directly. Hey so and so, I can't help but notice your beautiful smile, you always catch my eye. I was wondering if you would like to get a coffee? I know this great coffee place. Be specific and try to set a time, also don't leave it open-ended. Are you free today? Yes/no. Let me get your number real quick and I will text you. Dial the number and say that's me, I'll text you later. You also find out if she gave you a bad number, wish her a good workout and finish yours and follow up later. r/datingoverthirty. Overlord Throwaway 2 says, pictures on old with massive body changes in a year caused issues. So, got divorced last year, which meant I no longer had to eat the way my ex-wife wanted, had to be careful to not trigger an ed, so I left the relationship at 335 pounds last summer. Currently I'm sitting at 233, 6 feet 4, since my body tends to naturally level out when I eat what my body wants. The issue this has caused, that even a month or so between events, can mean I look vastly different in pictures and in person. At first I didn't worry much about it and had pictures up with friends at conventions, fairs, and shows. This led to a period where I would go on dates with someone for the first time, get told I looked too different, or was reverse cat fishing etc, and essentially kill off the date for various reasons. A number of shorter term relationships I've had ended due to people worrying I would find someone better or was improving myself to find someone else, etc. This led to the current period where I only have selfies on my profile, which apparently dissuaded people because I seem to not have hobbies, friends, etc. I'm currently at a loss for what to do. I'm also apparently reaching a stage where people seem to assume I eat a highly restrictive diet. Only slightly true. I mostly avoid allergens and still eat a lot, and am a gym person. Haven't been in years, which means my usual type tend to skip me, and the people I'm attracting aren't interesting to me. Never After says, get photos of yourself doing and looking the way you want to be with your dream partner. I didn't have many good photos of myself when I went back on old besides COVID, and living in a small town meant I didn't really do anything worth photos. I then realized I will never attract the people I want with half-assed selfies. I'm a person that puts effort into how I look, and my profile didn't reflect it. I think I went on a few dates where I was way too overdressed for the people I was seeing and so on. I spent an afternoon taking good photos of myself, and they worked magic, since they both reflected who I really am, how I look on dates, and were able to get me the type of people I'm interested in. Longjumping_plane 245 says, this may not apply everywhere, but I live in a major city where you see weird shit often, and you have no idea how often I've seen men out and about in the city with actual professional photographers taking what I assume based on context are dating profile pictures. Like it's a common thing for men to pay $300-400 to have a professional take them to a few different locations in the city, change clothes a few times, and get real quality shots of them looking their best in different environments. I also regularly see on the app men with photos of themselves at home indulging in their hobbies. Like if a guy says he likes reading, he'll set up a tripod, get dressed up, sit in a chair, posed with a nice backdrop of his clean and styled place, book open on his lap, and snap a picture of himself like that. Guys regularly have photos that they clearly just asked a friend to take for their app profile, like if they are out to dinner somewhere nice, they'll have a friend take a picture of just them sitting at the table. I always assume those were taken specifically for the profile, because why else would you want a picture of just yourself eating dinner? You'd take it with the people you were there with if it was for social media or personal memories. In other words, it is totally common to just be taking pictures specifically for the app, even if that means you were at home by yourself and got dressed up and did your hair and cleaned your place just to take a picture of yourself sitting in a chair. You don't have to choose between selfies or old photos of yourself at conventions. All selfies is definitely bad, but even just spending a few bucks for a tripod or propping your phone up on some furniture for free to take a full-length picture from farther away is absolutely acceptable. Just make sure your pictures are varied, accurate to how you look now, and give at least some sense of your personality. It's fine if you're the only person in them, just don't make them all your face from arm's length away. Bingo_88 says, firstly, congratulations on the weight loss and taking control of your health. It's a huge achievement. It's unfortunate, though, that your physical changes have led to such complex dating dynamics. One approach to mitigate the reverse catfishing issue could be to regularly update your profile pictures. This keeps your appearance current, reducing the likelihood of mismatched expectations. Including a mix of both selfies and pictures of you engaging in hobbies can show potential matches that you're well-rounded. Regarding the concerns that you're improving yourself to find someone else, it sounds like insecurity on the part of your dates. While it's understandable that they might feel this way, it's not something you can control. Open communication about your intentions might help alleviate some of these fears, but ultimately, you'll need a partner who is secure enough to appreciate your self-improvement, rather than see it as a threat. Finally, you mentioned attracting the wrong types of people, based on assumptions they make about your lifestyle. To counter this, consider being explicit in your profile about your food habits and your level of gym involvement, or lack thereof. This could help attract people who align more closely with your own lifestyle and interests. In the end, dating is a numbers game with a lot of trial and error. Keep refining your approach, and remember that the right match will appreciate you for who you are, in all your evolving glory. r/datingoverthirty. Burnface says. Lack of romantic interest in dates. Hello, 33 female, here. I've recently moved to a new city, and I'm trying to put effort into getting back out there and dating. I had a relationship end in 2021 that I found quite devastating, and it's taken me until now to really be open to the idea of dating again. That being said, I'm starting to wonder if I really am open to dating, or if there's simply been some sort of monumental shift in the way I approach it that's causing me to feel out of my element. I know that there are many factors involved in trying to find a person that you jive with, and for myself, even more so, because I don't want kids and that limits the number of options significantly. I've met a handful of great people so far, many of which I didn't find sexually appealing when we met, no attraction whatsoever, but for those that I do find attractive, and we get along decently enough, I'm not feeling even a hint of romantic inclination towards them. This is unusual for me, based on past experience. I've always been medium quick to develop crushes or interest in people, even if it doesn't end up going anywhere. Before I go getting tons of advice, I will say this. 1. I know that it's possible I simply haven't met someone I'm interested enough in to spark that romantic curiosity or inclination towards. 2. I'm not expecting immediate fireworks, although I would be open to that with someone. 3. I know that it can take time to develop feelings towards another person. My question is, has anyone experienced something similar? Having a serious relationship end, mine felt unexpected, and then really struggling with feeling romantic interest towards people afterwards? If so, what ended up happening, and do you have any advice on how to navigate dating? Too long, didn't read, / went through a bad breakup, trying to date again after not being single from 23 to 31, deliberately single from 31 now, and I feel no romantic spark with anyone. And Switcherden9 says. Yeah, I feel like this too. I just kinda hope someday it'll click back with someone. IDK if I have good advice, hoping the other commenters will though. AnnexX says. The same has happened to me. I was with my ex for 5 years. We broke up 1.5 years ago and I still am not able to move on. I connected with him well mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and I just am unable to find that again. I also just don't find other men as attractive. IDKY. They could be great on paper, handsome, funny, smart, good job, etc., but it just never feels the same. I'm worried that I'll feel this way forever and stay single for the rest of my life. I'm turning 33 next week, so I'm not getting any younger either. Mankindiscud says. Could be that you know more about yourself after your last relationship and know what you need from your partner to be in a fulfilling relationship, or you're not over your ex because you subconsciously keep comparing your dates with him and whether they're as good or not as your ex was. Dusicada2236 says. 1. Your standards have been raised as you've gained life experience and grown as a person. I think this is a good thing. 2. You are complete as you are right now. Finding a relationship can absolutely enhance one's life, but it is not essential to a fulfilling life. You are complete as you are. Pachin Balance says. 100% experiencing something similar. Don't know what the deal is, but could be a combination of still working on self-love plus haven't met the right person. Datapreneur says, I've definitely had this experience. After ending a serious relationship, I went on multiple dates with conventionally attractive and kind guys and just didn't find myself romantically interested in them. I was afraid that I was no longer attracted to any men after a traumatic breakup, as this had never been an issue prior. Then I met a guy that I felt instant connection and attraction to, and it was night and day compared to the other guys I dated and wanted to like. Don't try to force attraction to someone you think you should be attracted to. I strongly believe you can't force something. I think as we get older we also get pickier and more sure about the things we like, so we also are subconsciously attracted to less people. That's my theory. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.